Welcome to Sonali Stories. Today, I will tell you some of the stories of the second Jyotirling, Sri Mallikarjun Swami. It is a rare place which is both a Jyotirling and a Shaktipeeth. Shri Shailya Shrunge Vibhudati Sange Tuladritunge Pimuda Vasantam Tamarjunam Mallikapurvamekam Namami Sansar Samudra Setum, which means I bow down to him who is the bridge to the ocean of life, who, along with all the gods, resides in Sri Shailam, who resides on the peak of the Thula and is known as Mallikarjuna. The Krishna River flows through a deep narrow valley in the Nallamalai hills. Sri Shailam is situated on the right hilltop with beautiful views of the mighty river Krishna, which then flows into the Nagarjun Sagar Dam. Since ancient times, a temple has existed on this place. Historical records from the 2nd century mention the great contribution of the Chalukyas and the Kakatiyas in enlarging this temple. Later, major renovations took place during the Vijayanagar rule, and Sri Krishnadev Raya also built the Salu Mandapam and the Rajgopuram, taking this temple to a great new level of grandeur. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also led many renovations and a revival of the temple festival. There are many different stories connected with Sri Shailam. Today I will tell you 5 of them. The story of Sri Parvat Swami. Parvata, the son of Silad Maharishi, was a devotee of Lord Shiva. He performed penance and prayed to Lord Shiva, who was pleased. He asked that all the sacred rivers and devatas and Lord Shiva himself should remain there permanently. So, Lord Shiva blessed him and he became the hill Sri Shailam, and Lord Shiva stayed on the top as Sri Parvat Swami. He also asked that all persons, regardless of caste, creed or community, should be granted moksha. He was blessed by Lord Shiva. The story of Brahmaramba Devi. There was a demon called Arunasur who did severe penance and received a boon from Lord Brahma. He could not be killed by any 2 or 4-legged creatures. He then became arrogant and started to attack everyone. The gods begged Lord Shiva for help. Ma Parvati then took the fearsome form of Devi Brahmarambika and called forth all the 6-legged creatures, the bees, the flies, the mosquitoes, the spiders, the hornets, the wasps. There was a great battle and all the demons were killed until only Arunasur was left. She sent all the insects who attacked him at once and killed him. After that, she decided to stay here as Brahmaramba Devi. Also, during the Daksha Yajna, the neck portion of Sati Mata was placed here, thus making this place also a Shakti Peetham. The story of Chandravati. Chandravati was the daughter of the ruler of Chandragupta Pattan, situated on the opposite hill across Sri Shailam. She ran away from home and settled in Sri Shailam with a few servants. One of the cows was not giving milk. So one day she followed the cow and found the cow standing above Shivling, covered in vines of malige flowers. The cow was showering milk on it. Chandravati then began to worship Lord Shiva there and offered him garlands of malige flowers every day. One day, Lord Shiva appeared to her and she prayed to him that he would wear the malige flower garland on his head always. From then on, he became known as Mallikarjun Swami. The story of Riddha Mallikarjun. There is another story about a princess who wanted to marry Lord Shiva. She prayed constantly for this. Then, one day Shiva appears in a dream and asks her to follow the bee and wait for him wherever the bee settles. The next morning, she sees a bee and follows it all the way till Sri Shailam. The bee settles on a malige flower. The princess stays there and waits for Lord Shiva. The Chenchu tribals bring her fruits and honey every day. Time passes. At long last, Shiva appears as an old wrinkled man and tells her that he has become old while searching for her, the princess still marries him. The Chenchus organize a feast and invite them. They offer them food and drink, but Shiva does not accept anything and walks away. The princess calls him, but he doesn't listen and continues walking away. The princess becomes angry and curses him, turns him into a stone. He becomes a lingam, and seeing this, Parvati curses her to become a Brahma, a bee, as she followed the bee. So even today, you can find the shrine of Vriddha Mallikarjun in the temple complex. This is the oldest structure in the temple and is said to be a fossil of an Arjuna tree, which is approximately 70 to 80,000 years old. The story of Chenchu Malaya. The local tribals, the Chenchus, say that once Lord Shiva took the form of a hunter and came to stay on this hill. He fell in love with Parvati, who had taken birth as a Chenchu girl and married her. So, they claim Mallikarjun Swami as their relative and call him Chenchu Malaya. This story is also depicted in bas relief on the Prakaram wall of the temple. Till today, people from the Chenchu tribe perform the puja and abhishekam on Mahashivratri day. So these were the stories of Lord Mallikarjun of Sri Shailam. Various epic literature mentions this temple since ancient times. The Agni Puran says that the demon king Hiranyakashyap, the father of Bhakta Prahlad, offered prayers to Lord Shiva here. The Skanda Puran also says that in Treta Yuga, Sri Ram and Mata Sita visited this holy place during their exile and consecrated the 1000 Lingam or the Sahasralinga shrine which is there in the temple till today. Epic literature mentions that in Dwapar Yuga, Arjun with the Pandavas visited this site during their exile to pray to Lord Shiva. Even today, there is a pond called Bhimuni Kolanu on the walking route to Sri Shailam, and it is said that they have established the Panchapandav Lingam in the temple. In Kali Yuga also, this temple has an important place and many great saints like Siddha Nagarjun, Sri Adi Shankar and Akka Mahadevi have spent considerable time here offering prayers and worship. Here, any person, regardless of caste, creed or gender, can visit the sanctum and perform abhishek and puja, which promotes equality among all human beings. Even today, if one visits the temple and puts a ear to a hole in the wall of the Devi temple, one can hear the continuous buzzing sound of bees. Om Namah Shivaya.